Hello everybody, Imminent Storm here, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3. Well, wait a minute, you say. This doesn't look quite right. It's 1940. We haven't gone to war with Iraq or Saudi Arabia yet. This is what things looked like 13 episodes ago, and you would be right. One thing I wanted to try to do, or maybe potentially do here, was to go back and start up an alternate timeline playthrough of our Turkey series with what we know is going on in the main series of episodes, and try to maybe do a few things differently and see if we can kind of change the course of events. Now, don't worry. The primary series of episodes is going to be continuing. We're going to be calling this kind of an alternate universe series of episodes. And the only real consequence is going to be that the episodes would have to be a little bit shorter, which I did make on the most recent main episode 26, a little bit shorter, to accommodate recording this at the same time. And it shouldn't affect any of our other series at all. I'm going to have to shuffle when I'm going to be recording things, especially the Crusader Kings 2 series, but that won't actually affect when I'm going to be releasing things. So, shouldn't cause any disruptions there doing this. So this actual recording is probably going to be fairly short because looking back at this point, which is right before we went to war with Iraq and subsequently ended up at war with the Allies, I kind of, thinking back and looking at things, I believe that was actually the point where we made our mistake, going to war right away. And the reason why I did it was because I wanted to kind of keep things moving for the series, so I just want to kind of keep things rolling and stuff happening rather than just sitting around for a couple of years while nothing really happens. But I think that's probably what would have been the better decision to make, is to actually just kind of sit on things here, let our manpower build up, let us build out some more units into our military, because I don't think that the force that we had when we went to war with the Soviet Union was strong enough. Because when we went to war with the Allies here, it expended a lot of manpower to fight through here, reinforce those units, so we weren't able to build as many units as we could, especially once we actually went to war with the Soviet Union. We started taking a lot of losses, so we really weren't able to build anything new beyond air forces. So what I'm hoping here is we're going to hold off joining any of the wars. If the opportunity to join the Axis again comes, then we'll join the Axis, but that shouldn't involve us in any wars. Or maybe we'll just, hold off joining the Axis until we're actually ready to join the wars themselves. So, what I'm thinking is that we won't end up going to war with the Soviet Union until probably the spring of 42 at the absolute earliest. It would probably actually be better to hold off until spring of 43 before actually initiating the war with the Soviet Union. And now, one of the reasons why I'm not really going to be able to do much for this actual recording, this first episode of the alternate series, is because at this point, we had just researched superior firepower, so we now have the ability to put 8 brigades in each division, and I kind of mapped that out and laid it out the last time, but looking back on what I did, I don't think I did that correctly. Because what I ended up doing is having a sizable military force that was very good at fighting infantry. And if we look at the current distribution, we have some garrisons, we have some infantry, we have some cavalry on the line. But once we actually initiated war with the Soviet Union, the Soviets brought in a massive force of armor. And that caused me a lot of problems because my divisions weren't really built to kill armor. So what I'm probably going to have to do is build more armor myself and build out any new, infantry divisions as armor killers. Make sure that they have high enough piercing attack to, reliably kill Russian tanks. So that, those big stacks of armor divisions that they bring in, aren't as much of a problem as they became. So I'm going to have to go through here again and, figure everything out, decide, where we're going to be putting our new brigade attachments, things like that, because we have 53 manpower available right now. We're getting 12.3 per month. But I want to make sure we take care of all those brigade attachments first. We do have some additional divisions getting built. So, yeah. Now, one thing I did also do here before I got started was I queued up a few more air bases. I'm in a few more spots, I think, like over here, over here. So, yeah, so we'll get a few more air bases here because we're kind of, running out of space to put our planes. Is another problem we're running into. So, actually, what I'm going to do is we'll probably just go ahead and not really advance time here at all until I have some time to come in here and really look at this, because I kind of made this decision like on the fly as I was getting ready to start recording the most recent episode that we are going to be putting up here in a day or two, episode 26. So I haven't really had time to work on this. So what I want you guys to do is let me know if this is something you actually want me to do. If not, I'll kill it, and we'll just go back to the normal episode releases. If this is something you think will be interesting and want me to give a shot at, then let me know, and we'll start up this kind of second string of episodes, and we'll see, how both of these different ways of doing things will turn out. So, let me know what you think. So thanks for watching. Go ahead, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you next episode.